I had a terrible time with them. With the scarp or with the wolves? The scarp, for me, like the problem with the scarp is they have so little meat on them. And you need like 15 kilos for that mission, then you need 5 of them for another mission, you need another 7 kilos for a main mission. You just need so many scarp. Yeah. Yeah, and there's very little meat on them, so you have to wait for them to grow up, and then you have to advance to the next year so they can get mature again, because if you shoot them as young as an adult, you're just making it even harder for yourself. So the scarp missions, and there's also going to be some similar missions for geese and ducks in Transylvania. Those kind of missions, you're really best off starting them as soon as possible and then just working on them for an hour every day. An in-game hour every day or so. Every single year. Like, I think we have had the scarp mission in our mission list for 8 or 9 in-game years now. In German, we like to say the squirrel feeds slowly, because you know squirrels are constantly like hoarding things, and they just hoarding one little chestnut at a time, and then hoarding something else, and then hoarding something else for the winter. And it's been a few streams, yeah. So this is what we're doing. We're being the squirrel here, okay? We're the proverbial squirrel hoarding the proverbial chestnuts, except our chestnuts are actually scarp. So yeah, it's gonna take a while. And honestly, there's a part of me that's happy that we don't have any scarp missions on, I think it's Aurora, which also has scarps. Because even though the animals are on that map, I think if I had to shoot scarp for another mission after this, I would be very, very frustrated. Like, it's enough. We had our fill of scarp on Nez Perce Valley. But yeah, we're just going to do our usual track through the swamp. We're gonna shoot any mature scarps that we can find. You guys are Ross's geese, right? Yeah. Anything exciting in here? 5-star mature, get out of here. One of these two is a 5-star mature. Okay, so I got both of them. The one on Aurora having to shoot with the bow is a tough one too. That is the only one that we are not going to do on this stream. Because that mission, I've only managed to do it once. And it was, I got him. I've only managed to do it once, and it was when there was still a glitch in game that made it super easy. And I shamelessly abused that glitch, because otherwise there's just no way I'm getting that mission. So 97.34. He still had a year to live, but screw it. We're taking them. Yeah, archery. Archery sounds next level. Archery is designed for short ranges. Now, I do know some people on the Discord who shoot stuff with a bow at 200 meters, which is insane to me, honestly. But you know, some people like the challenge. It's designed for short distances, so what you are supposed to do is approach the animal slowly or use callers. The problem is, that doesn't really work very well with birds. Also, birds are usually flying. Now, can you use bows for all missions? Technically, yes, unless the mission specifies a different weapon. So, all of these missions that we have done so far, we could have used a bow, except for the one that required us to use a tier 5 weapon for a mountain goat. and the ones in the tutorial that require you to do to use the Grandpa's old rifle or the Remington 8 whatever. The problem with bows is, if you're hunting an animal that doesn't have a collar, you're basically screwed. And this one mission in Aurora Shores requires you to hunt a surf scotter, a female surf scotter. And while you can technically tell them apart, they do have variations in their plumage. That's really hard to do when they're flying, and the mission requires them to be flying over water. A female flying surf scotter over water with a crossbow. That was the point. That's the point at which I go, nope. We are not doing this. Like, I've been trying to do that mission multiple times since the glitch was fixed, and I just have not had any luck. So we are not doing this one, because if we were to do this one, we would spend 16 streams just in Aurora Shores trying to do that one mission. And that would not be fun for anybody involved. Least of all me. So we're not doing that. What do we have here? We have more geese, but nothing exciting. So yeah, that mission is brutal. I think that's the one thing everybody in the community can agree on, is that this mission, surf scotter mission is something else. Make me rage quit, yeah. There used to be a glitch you could approve where, or that you could use, where there was a rock that one of the groups, if you spooked them, was flying by this rock, and they could get stuck on that rock, like a big rock in the middle of the water. So you could get some of them stuck on that rock, and then you could just, they just continued flying against the rock, but not flying around it, and then you could pick them off with the crossbow. So that's how I did that mission when I did it. And since then I have not been able to do that mission again, because that was unfortunately fixed. The flight path was fixed. It's like, I know it's a bug, but it was a good bug. It was a nice bug. It actually made that mission enjoyable. It's not exactly ethical hunting, because those ducks were not going anywhere, but you know. I try to hunt ethically, but at the end of the day, it's a game and I have very limited time, so. If this were real life animals, it would be different. That is still the geese, we don't need those. I am trying to listen for scope. Is there actually anything useful in your flock? Adult, young, adult, 2-star mature, 1-star adult. Yeah, no. I need some scope, please. Lani, I have company coming over. I wanted to jump on and say hi. Happy hunting. Happy hunting to you as well. And thank you for the follow. Alright. That's moose. We don't really need those. Oh! We can check the elk on the far side of the swamp to see if they have a young young low fitness. That's also one thing we can do when we reach the end of this. can't believe that that is the mission that we still have at the end of the game. Like, yeah, the ones with the growing the animals, I understand that. Those always take a while. And the scope mission as well, like that makes sense, but how are we still having this elk mission in our missions list? That is usually one that I knock out within the first 2 hours or so. Like, we've just been really unlucky with low fitness young ones. I do hope they will be able to get one though. Otherwise we'll just shoot whichever young elk we find. Low fitness or male or female be damned. You guys are Ross's geese, yeah. I think that's the same flock that we just saw. You guys don't have anything we need. And still no scope. Western moose. Not needed. Oh, there's some scope. Hello. All right, adult, adult, adult. What about the females? Adult, adult. All of them are adult. Gosh damn it, why are you also young? Why is there not a single mature one in your group? Yeah, there's nothing in here that we need to shoot. Sadly. So we finally found some scopes, but they are all too young. That's just sad. Ah, goodbye, scopes. You get to live for another year. Tell them to go and grow up. Yeah, grow up already. You freeloaders, start paying your own rent. Put away the Xbox, get a job. Exactly. I did actually once on Tumblr see somebody asking, like, if birds had cartoons, how would they draw humans? Because, you know, when we draw like talking animals in cartoons, we give them features that are more human, so they're more relatable, like the big eyes, the big expressive eyes, and that kind of stuff. So it was like, what would birds draw us like if they had like humans in their cartoons? And the result, done by one of the guys on Tumblr who was both an artist and a bird watcher, that was one of the most grotesque things that I had ever seen. I was like, okay, that is a nightmare fuel I didn't think I needed today. Hey Seb, how's it going? Good evening, my man. How you doing? Whoa! Apparently it is a moose game right now. Hello, man. Is this a goose game? No, right now it's a moose game, but we are looking for scorp. We are actually looking for mature scorps right now. Hi, Lanani, chasing moose in the swamp. Oh! Well, I thankfully got rid of my moose, but I wish you luck with yours. I just need some birds. Some mature scorps or a nice 1-star, low fitness young elk. That would be cool. And I'm going to be checking. This is the day where 2 of our wolves are growing up, so once we hit 5 o'clock, we're gonna check our fully grown wolves and hope that at least one of them made 4 stars. They should both have made 4 stars at least, possibly 5, so finally knocked that mission out. Oh, okay. You are moose. What are you? Mature female, some younger female. You must be a young or adult male because your antlers are tiny. And you're not gray enough to be mature. Oh, I should fuck up my tea. Well, go get it, Margarin. Hope it's still nice and warm. Can I please get some more scorps? Please. I don't want to complain about the 5-star goat and goose that we already got, but I really was not looking for those. I was just looking for scorps, please. Alright. We're already almost at the end of the swamp. I can't believe this. How unlucky are we? Honestly, if we are not finding any scorp to shoot here, we're gonna go back down to this one. We're not gonna go to Falls Reservoir because that's been absolute shit when it comes to scorp. I don't think I found a single scorp there, just geese and ducks. But I think we might have to go back to the breakwater swamps. Yeah, that's a 1-star young. We don't need that. Come on. I just need another 5 mature scopes, please. And then I'll be happy. Just 5 more mature scopes. Those are the moose that are spooking, that's fine. Well, at least we'll be able to check the elk to see if they have a low fit young. But still, would very much prefer to just get some scope, more moose, and whitetail. Neither of which I need. Also, since when do we have whitetail there? Oh, that's more geese. You're doing missions or science? Missions. So on my streaming playthrough, I'm not doing any science. I'm just doing every map mission except for Surf's Up. And right now, we are 3 missions short of finishing Nez Perce Valley. So I just need a few more scopes. I need a 4-star wolf, which we will definitely get today, because there are some previous 2-star adults that I know have reached full maturity this year. Wait, there's science to be done? Yes, but not on people, and it doesn't involve any cubes. So what I like to do in this game when I do science is I like to find a solo male of a specific species, shoot him, and then back up my save file and check next year's freshly spawned new male to check if he is above 90% or not, because 90% usually means they should make 5 stars. And if it is a 90%er, I will then shoot him every single year to check his age and weight ranges, his score and weight ranges, to see if he is actually, to see whether his scores and weight match what's in the encyclopedia, and whether his age matches what's in the encyclopedia, because I know there's at least 3 species where the age range does not actually match what's in the encyclopedia. So this is my kind of science. But that is incredibly time consuming. And so we're not going to do that on stream.